Do not confuse study plan with research plan. So many MEXT applicants get rejected, not because they aren't smart, but because their study plan is weak or they confuse it with a research plan. I wrote both. And yes, I will tell you why later on. In today's video, I will break down exactly how to write a winning study plan for the MEXT scholarships, the mistakes to avoid, plus explain the difference between a study plan and a research plan, especially if you are applying for scholarships, just so you don't make the same mistakes other people do. Now, what is a study plan? A study plan is basically your academic roadmap. It tells the reviewers what you want to study, why you want to study it in Japan, how it connects to your future goals. It's usually required for undergraduate applicants or non-research track students. For example, the teacher training program. Check that video up there if you are a teacher and plan to further your career in Japan. Now, this is where people get confused. There is no word count, and your study plan can fit into a small space, or it can be 2 pages long, depending on the specific guidelines applicable to you. So, the study plan is less about detailed experience. It's about your learning journey, your motivation, and your career plans. For example, I want to study mechanical engineering in Japan, learn advanced robotics, and bring this knowledge back to Nigeria to support local manufacturing industries. Did you see that? The flow. Now, what is a research plan? A research plan is for postgraduates, research students like master's, PhD, postdoctorate, research students generally, okay? It's a mini thesis proposal. It includes problem statements, objectives and research questions, methodology, how you would do the research. It also contains expected results. It contains timelines, year by year, how you hope to achieve all this experiment. For example, my research will investigate energy efficiency in smart grids using Japan's METI data set, applying quantitative modeling to propose a framework adaptable to West African contexts. Did you see that? Now, what's the main difference? Okay, I'm going to explain this to you in 4 different ways. So listen, catch it. Okay, study plan equals what I want to study and why. It's usually broad, simple, undergraduate focused. Okay, research plan on the other hand equals what I want to research, investigate, test, analyze, explore. Okay, and then how. It's detailed, postgraduate focused. Are you following? Are you catching it? Okay, I trust you do. The second way, or the second point to differentiate these two, is that a study plan is like your academic GPS. Okay, it tells the university, this is my background, this is what I'm studying, these are the courses that I will take, and here is how I will stay on track until graduation. A research plan, on the other hand, is not about classes, okay? It's about discovery. It's you saying, here is the problem I want to solve, the question I want to dig into, the methods I will use, and the knowledge I hope to add to the field. Think of it this way. Another way, study plan is how you will learn. It equals how you will learn. A research plan equals how you will create new knowledge. Okay, also a study plan equals structured learning journey. Research plan, on the other hand, equals structured investigation. So if you're applying for something like MEXT undergraduate or non-research scholarships, they will ask for your study plan. Are you following? But if you are aiming for master's or PhD, that's where research plan comes in. Simple rule. Study plan is about taking in knowledge. Take it all in, okay? Research plan is about giving back knowledge. I hope that makes sense. Okay, moving on. How to write a study plan, step by step. First of all, introduction. Your introduction should contain motivation and background, who you are, your academic background, and why Japan. Show awareness of Japan's strength in your field, okay? For example, my motivation to study in Japan stems from my interest in renewable energy technology, an area where Japan is a global leader. With my background in mechanical engineering, I aim to further specialize in sustainable energy systems and contribute practical solutions in my home country. Did you see that? Second is your current interest / problem statement. Define the gap issue that you want to, explore. Why is it even important to you, your country, and the world? Number 3, objectives of your study. Keep it short to, about 2 to 3 clear goals. For example, it could be something like to deepen my knowledge of renewable energy integration in Japan, or something like to develop models adaptable for low-income countries, or something like to strengthen bilateral collaboration in energy policy. Okay, now number 4 thing that should be in there, your study approach, your methodology. What methods will you use? Something like case studies, coursework, literature review, internships. Okay, here mention if you plan to use Japan-specific resources or learn from Japanese models. And next thing you want to be there is expected results. What do you expect to gain academically? What practical solutions or contributions will your study lead to? Next thing there is about timelines. It could be 2 to 4 years. Your year 1 can be something like coursework plus literature review. Your year 2, field work or internships or case studies. Okay, year 3, something like analysis plus thesis writing, just like we do projects back in Nigeria. And then the 7th thing that you want to be on that is about your postgraduate plans. How will you use what you learn? Well, always link back to your home country. Always link back there, or broader contributions. Okay, for example, after graduating, I intend to return to Nigeria, for example, to work with the Ministry of Energy and support sustainable energy policy while fostering collaborations with Japanese institutions. And the final thing you wanted to be there is closing statement. End with gratitude and commitment. Okay, for example, I am confident that the MEXT Scholarship will equip me with the knowledge and skills to contribute meaningfully to global sustainability efforts while strengthening ties between Japan and my home country. Did you see that? That's how the whole thing should look like at the end of you writing it. Now, here are some tips and common mistakes that you should avoid. Keep it 2 to 3 pages max. That's if you are not given a designated space in which to fit it in. And then use simple but formal English. Show a clear link between past studies, your Japan study, and future plans. Okay, do not write vague or generic goals like I want to change the world. Okay, be practical. Do not confuse study plan with research plan. So there you have it, a clear step-by-step way to write your MEXT study plan. And now you know the difference very well, I hope, from a research plan, right? I hope so. Remember, I said I will tell you why I had to write both study plan and research plan for my application, right? It's because I did a 6-month non-research program before starting off my master's. Okay, and yes, it was all covered in the scholarship. Yay! And yeah, finally, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with a friend applying for MEXT. Your study plan could be the difference between rejection and getting that fully funded ticket to Japan. Alright, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep thriving. Bye.